Hello, my name is Chef Jay, and I wanted to demonstrate to you guys how to do a kosher Passover cake, which is called a wine nut cake. So what I'm going to do is I've already separated eight large eggs, and so I have the egg yolks in one container, and I have the egg whites in another container. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the egg yolks that I did inside the blender, and go ahead and blend it up. So now it's in the process of blending, and I'm then going to go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar once it does finish blending gets to be a thick red and yellow color. So all the sugar will go ahead and incorporate into the batter, and it will become liquefied. And then you don't want to taste any sugar within the egg yolk. So that's why you need to blend the sugar up within the egg. So now it's all ready, and I'll go ahead and add the 1 cup of sugar, and which I am using a beater. So we'll mix everything together. So there's a difference between a beater and a whisk and then the kneading hook. And the whisk ends up incorporating air into the batter whenever you end up mixing, say, like egg whites or egg yolks or whatever else, kind of like making cake. So after I'm all done using the paddle, I'm going to go ahead and wash the bowl real quick, and I'll go ahead and put the whisk attachment onto the KitchenAid that I'm using here. So now that the sugar is all incorporated into the egg yolk, I'm going to go ahead and scrape the bowl down real quick so everything is in one spot. So you could go ahead and have more, so everything will incorporate a lot better into the cake. So I already have a bunch. I have like 3/4 of Manischewitz cake flour mixed together with a half a cup of ground up nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into the batter, and I'll just pour that in. And I also have a half a cup of red white wine, which is a kosher wine, and I'll just go and pour that in, and go ahead and mix it all up. And once that's all mixed, I'll go ahead and put all that into a separate bowl, and I'll wash the bowl real quick, and we could go ahead and get on with doing the egg white, which I've already separated. So now I'll go ahead and stop the machine. Go ahead and scrape it down once more. Scraping is very important, so you can go ahead and get everything together in one area, and everything will mix. And you'll be absolutely sure everything will mix together. Otherwise, you don't know what's going to be mixed. Then so now it's all done, and I'll take the paddle off, go ahead and use my hands, which my hands are clean, and I'll go ahead and put that into the sink, go and wipe my hands off here with what batter I have on it. I'll go ahead and take it, and I'll go ahead and then put it into a bowl. As soon as I could get the spatula off the napkin. So now it's just all the liquid ingredients have been incorporated, and that's how basically it's just supposed to look, is with it being kind of liquefied. And that's usually the way you get good cakes, is just mix all the wet together and mix all the dries together. Then after that, go ahead and incorporate everything. So now I'll just wash the bowl real quick, so we can go on with mixing the egg white that I've already separated from the egg yolk. And this is, but you can do it really with any type of wine you want. You don't have to do it with kosher wine. Even though it's better, the alcohol and the sugar end up cooking out. All you do is basically leave the flavor of the wine within any recipe with whatever you're making. Doesn't matter whether you're cooking or you're baking. That's the way. That's basically the way the cooking goes. So now I'm just drying this bowl here, and I already have the whisk out, so I could go ahead and attach that. So now it's all dry. Put that on. Put the whisk on here. And now since I'm just going to dump the egg whites in here, and I'll just go ahead and turn it on like 3-4, and let it really start incorporating the air. It could take up to maybe 2-3 minutes for it to become like a meringue, and you want it to be stiff. You want the eggs to be stiff like a meringue. So so you can end up folding the egg yolk and everything else that you already mixed into the batter, but you're going to want to fold everything into the egg white. So you're going to have it so it's going to be light and fluffy. Then once that's done, you're going to go ahead and pour it in the pan, but you're going to have the oven preset to 325. And once that gets preheated, go ahead and put it in the oven for an hour, 15 minutes. And you're going so then it'll be all done. But you want the pan, which is a tube pan, that's where you want to pour it. But you want the pan pre-greased or pre-buttered, so everything ends up after it cools down. You can go and take a butter knife, cut around the pan where the cake is, and it'll just come right on out. But you have to make sure that the cake is cool. If not, it's going to fall apart. Cakes don't handle great when it's still warm inside. That's when they're very liable to fall apart. So you don't want to do that. So now my egg whites are getting to the point where it's at a medium heat, which means that it's almost ready to be stiff, kind of like meringue. Because the egg whites have come up to full volume, and it's really where it's holding since you're using a whisk, it's holding the lines within the egg white. So I'll show you guys in a second once it's all complete. But there's all kinds of tricks of the trade with learning how to cook and bake. And I also have done a book for kids. I have it right here. And this is a wonderful book So I really have enjoyed writing it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's available on www.amazon.com, plus you can take a peek into it. If you just want an ebook, I would go to www.authorhouse.com and go ahead and purchase it that way. You guys can always email me at j200821@yahoo.com to go ahead and purchase the book, and you could actually get a signature from the actual author herself. So now the egg whites are all complete. I'll go ahead and take this off the bowl, off the mixture, and I could start folding all the egg whites into the batter. As soon as I get the napkin off the spatula. There we go. So just go ahead and I'll just go and put it all in, and then I'll just start folding everything else into here. So that's all done. But you just want a folding method. All the eggs have air in them, so that's why they're all fluffy, and this is going to be very fluffy because of that. But you want to make sure everything is incorporated into doing the batter. That's why you want to scrape the sides of the bowl and make sure everything is all incorporated. So everything's all incorporated now, and I'll go and wash my hands off real quick, and then I'll just get the pan, and I'll go ahead and pour everything into the pan. And also I'll turn the oven on to 325 so I can actually get it to start baking. So there we go, it's all set to bake. It's preheating. So now I already have the two pans, and I'll just pour it in. You could always use the spatula and go ahead and get everything out of the pan, out of the bowl, which you've already have incorporated, and it will be all ready to put into the oven. So now it's just time for, now we're basically all done with this until it's all ready and done in the oven. So thank you for watching, and I will have hopefully a done product here. So we'll be good.